So there's a guy named Dr. John Gottman. He spent 16 years observing 49 couples in a laboratory that was designed as an apartment to get more of a home situation. He recorded everything from heart rate to facial expressions, and he can predict with a more than 90% success rate who will get divorced and who will not. And he says that there are 4 horsemen that contribute to marital strife and relational strain. And they start with something called a harsh startup. Okay, so I didn't have time to prep the whole sermon, so this is where I need your help, okay? This is where you guys will just give me some examples. What would be an example, not of your marriage, but of the people who live in the apartment next to you that you can listen in on? Of those people, what are some examples of a harsh startup to a conversation? You never. You always. Boom, boom, boom. That's the jab and the hook right there. You always, you never. What else? Whatever. I don't care. I'm done. I hit the eject button. What else? You should. We roll out the scroll. Right? Here's all the things you should do. We'd have a great relationship if you were just a better employee. You never, you always, you should. You're just like your mother. My mom's involved? Oh my gosh, now we've gone from one-on-one wrestling to tag team wrestling, and now I'm tagging my mom in. We're both I'm gonna call, Mom, he said I'm just like you. Oh, well, that's a blessing for him. Let's both crush him, okay? If it's not, you're like your mother, you're like your father was a drunken bum. Guess what? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Okay, so you've heard this before. This is a little case. You've heard this. How many of you are like, has Pastor Mark hacked our security system and been watching our house? No. Harsh startup. This can be volume. This can be, hey, stern tone, pursed lips. I'll just tell you, ladies, this is it. As soon as we see the wrists go to the hips, it's over. It's over. You're like, this is going to hell. This is not going to heaven. As soon as your wife is like, okay, we need to talk. You're like, no, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. One of us needs to call 911. The wrist went to the hip. Everybody knows that's the universal sign for war. Okay? Here are the 4 horsemen. Criticism. This is the problem. Not is there just a problem, you are the problem. You make their behavior their identity, which means there's no hope for them. You don't just lie, you're a liar. You just don't fail, you're a failure. We tend to nickname the people we love and hate the most. And in criticism, we attack the person, not the problem. Then contempt, disgust, name calling, mocking, body language, eyes rolling, glaring, huffing. All the single people are like, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. I read Genesis. They were naked and ate fruit and were happy. That was a long time ago. Things have changed. Number 3, defensiveness. The person who feels like they're being attacked, what do? They double down. No, I did not do that. I did not say that. You're twisting my words. That's not what I meant. When I said I hated you, I didn't mean that I hated you. You're like, well, I didn't know how else to interpret it. And what we do then is we blame shift. Right? You double down, and then as soon as you're caught, you're like, I got to shift the blame. So all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'm angry because I'm married to you. Who wouldn't be? I'm a victim. Look at what I'm dealing with. You know what? I used to be a happy person and a joyful person and a skinny person, and look what you've done. You've ruined my life. Okay? And that leads to number 4, stonewalling. This is where the Cold War sets in. Okay? He goes to his man cave, she goes to her craft room. He goes into the garage, she goes into the laundry room. We're not talking. I'm done. We're done. This is over. Now, 85% of the time, Gottman says that it is one gender, not the other, that is most likely to stonewall. Do you think that men or women are most likely to stonewall? You say women. Let me just tell you this. Having known a few women, they will continue to talk. That's just my experience. If you're fighting with a woman, she has more words than you, okay? That's just how this works. Statistically, she has more words. So at some point, the guy's like, I'm out of ammo. I'm going to stop talking. And the wife is like, I got more rounds. We're going to keep going. And that's what happens in a marital conflict, okay? Is this true? Yes. And the husband, then he decides stonewalling, silent treatment. All of a sudden, he's like, I'll be over here eating beef jerky, watching the game, ignoring you. I'm going to get in the car and drive away. So if you want to resolve things, what do you need? Forgiveness. Right? And you need to have these times where you look each other in the eye. Because there's a lot of things you can't deal with on text, amen? Your mother's evil, she can't come over anymore. Send. Oh, glad that's over. It's not over. It's not over. Some things you got to sit down and talk about. And when you look the person in the eye and you see the hurt that you've caused, it encourages you to own it. And as they see that hurting them hurts you, it encourages them to forgive you.